Hi, I am Jun, and today I would like to introduce you to some of the local norms and taboos of the Melanau people. One of the things that the Melanau look at is the beauty of their faces. The Melanau people consider round faces to be a feature of beauty. Sometimes they describe this as having a moon face. Thus, they would practice forehead flattening, which is also known as melipi beliang, on their children since young. This is especially practiced by the Melanau in Muka, Oya, and Bintulu. It is a very normal sight to see Melanau infants just a month old who has to undergo forehead flattening. To have forehead flattening on their infants, the parents would use a tool called tada or ja, as shown here. Regarding the construction of their houses, there are also many local taboos and beliefs. Normally, the houses are made of belian timber, which is also known as Sarawak ironwood, and they are always constructed from the northern side first. When erecting the first wooden pillar, it must be done so in a very specific way. The log of the tree trunk used as the pillar must have the root sides downwards and the branch side upward. Other than that, gold would usually be placed on the top of the pillar log before being raised, as they believe that this gives the house strength. The hole in which the pillar is inserted in is also commonly filled with salt and sugar first, as this is believed to give it the needs for life. Another unique habit practiced by the Melanau is their affinity for odd numbers. Their houses' features must contain odd numbers, such as the number of stairs, the number of pillars, number of posts, number of eaves, and even the width or length of the house must be in odd numbers, such as 35 or 37 feet and not 36. This is because they believe that odd numbers will bring good fortune to them.
Hi, I'm Prishi. In a family, the Melanau also have some differing beliefs as compared to most others. For example, a married couple cannot sleep during the day or bathe at the river during their wedding. During pregnancy, women are also not allowed to eat strong-smelling fruits such as durians. They also shouldn't eat hunted animals during their pregnancy period. While on the topic of marriage, it is also generally accepted for the Melanau to practice polygamy, although the first wife of any man must give consent to the future marriages. As the Melanau have social ranks, namely the aristocrats, called a menteri, who are the highest ranked, and the commoners, also known as a bumi, and finally the adipin, who are the slave rank, they also normally tend to marry towards the same rank. Although there are individual cases where they did marry someone of a different rank, it is not common for them. While on the matters of family traditions, the Melanau are very close to their family, and everyone in a family is involved in bringing up the children. It is not just the parents and grandparents who care for the younger children, but the older siblings who would usually help out too. Other than that, the Melanau look down on physical punishment, so they do not punish their children by any physical means. When someone passes away, their inheritance are also always divided fairly and equally to their children or grandchildren. They do not practice biasness towards male or female children as some other indigenous races do.
Hi, I'm Kenny. Another topic that is common knowledge among the Melanau is the importance of each month. The Melanau calendar is different as compared to our conventional Western calendar. There are 3 specific months that hold significance to them, that which they treat with attention. One of the important months is September, which is their 7th month, that which they call it as Bulan Pegalan, also known as the month of the North Star, as the North Star called Pegalan can be easily seen high in the sky during this time. Some of the Melanau people believe that it is hard to swallow their saliva during this time, which means a taboo of it being difficult to find food and make a living. Thus, people tend to avoid getting married during this period, as it may mean that the marriage would be hard to make a living out of. After that, it would be the Bulan Sunwa, the 8th month, also known as the month of the wave, which would be around October for the Western calendar. The Melanau people say that during this time, the ground will rise like waves as the fish swim back to the sea. Thus, it is a fruitful time to fish as well as carry out planting. They would usually plant sago palms and rice during this month. Finally, there is Bulan Purmalai, the month of Tebu. This is the 11th month and it is January in the Western calendar. There is actually a story involving this month. The legend goes that there was once an ancient shaman who was murdered by his wife. His wife then chopped off his head. After that, the head disappeared and it became what was known as the Tebu star. Thus, this month is a month of ill fortune, and the Melanau people tend to avoid all activities if possible. This includes weddings, house constructions, fishing, planting, etc.
Hi, I'm Jin Yang. So for their education, Melanau receive traditional education instead of formal education. The Melanau are mostly farmers, fishermen, sago producers, and traders. Cultivation of sago palms, wet rice, coconuts, and rubber supplements their economy. They are also regarded as being fine boat builders and fishermen. They were taught basic skills such as farming, hunting, handicraft, etc. They also consider education a priority, and some Melanaus have thrived in politics, business, and public life. Traditionally, Melanau were only given vocational education such as farming, hunting, handicraft. Education in Sarawak were later established by Christian missionaries, Brooke government, and Chinese community. In 1938, Roman Catholics ran schools in Kuching and Kanawik. Anglican missionaries in Cebu and Kuching and used English. 1917, Melanau School was built. In 1924, Brooke set up education department as follow-up from Hammond Report. And in 1940, Ethic-based school established. And lastly, in 1941, Malay Teacher Training College.
Hi, my name is Ishong. After the Second World War, which is from 1946 to 1956, primary and secondary education were introduced. However, due to the Japanese occupation, the registrations for schoolings and qualified of teaching declined. But then after 1946, the two medical institutions reopened, and the British had to spend a lot of money to restore education. Restructuring plan by Cheeseman recommended in 1946. There are free education for basic primary education for all, the use of all medium of instructions at secondary level, and English language become a compulsory subject in all vernacular schools. Cheeseman failed to address the issue of integration and collapse with the Malayan Union issues. Barnes report in 1951, chaired by L.J. Barnes from Oxford University, that failed because of the radical recommendation that is abolishing all vernacular school using the mother tongue. The school S.J.K.C. Ekwa of Muka was built in 1930 and had given way to present wooden block in 1957. The new secondary school built in Bintawa, Kuching in 2007 is named SMK Matu Baru. Many areas in Kuching, notably Petrajaya, Lundu, and Santubong, do have a significant Melanau population. Miri, Bintulu, and Sibu are also places where there is a significant Melanau population.
Hi, so that was our presentation on the Melanau people. Thank you for listening to us, and stay tuned for our next video. Okay.